All right, guys. So today was range day. It's May 7th, 2021. It is a range day. I measured the overnight highs and lows, and we made, from my measurements, we made either we came like one tick shy, maybe it's probably a perfect measured move though. Um, but yeah, it's a range day. A lot of good aggressive entries. I didn't see any um blue and red entries, which is like textbook entries. But I think, I've been missing the ones that Mac has been marking. So there's probably some in there. And we'll take a look and see if we can spot any that I might have missed along the way. So um, there was actually, I thought there was a trade. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I actually took this trade on the simulator. And yeah, I would say this is probably blue. We get this leg up, and you know what? We should probably measure this. Uh, that didn't really seem to do much. We get this leg up, we get a double top, so that restarts the count. There's clearly no price acceptance here is what I like. And we get one leg down, two legs down, good signal bar, room to scalp out to here. So that's a second entry long. And then we get this craziness. I have no idea what happened here. This is like a 10, 11, 12, 13 point bar. And no idea what happened there. All this craziness. So I just walked away from my computer. But then we get um, some congestion, and we know what's happening here. Prices were, for the most part, staying above the EMA. So I marked this breakout as a potential trade. Definitely aggressive, but I do like those. It closed near the bottom of what was marked as my range. And yeah, you would have gotten filled there. And then we get this break. So first entry, second entry, no signal bar, or I mean, you can't enter. It's not the high of the swing. I don't see how you could enter this. We get this overshoot that leads to a break. And this, if you were reading this well, you could have spotted this as a trap. So that is a trap. I should mark that. And I've actually been pretty hyper aware of these traps near the top of downward channels and the bottom of upward channels because I got trapped on one of those. I think it was last week. So I've been really hyper. And yeah, as you can see, we got a slight overshoot, which usually leads to a break, and we get this signal bar, and people get trapped going short, and it rockets up. And so, okay, so once you get this big leg up, this strong move up, um, you get this high or low. Those are aggressive entries. I do like them, but they are aggressive. You would have gotten filled eventually after you have a heart attack in this congestion. And here, what's this? It looks like a second entry. Again, this is aggressive, but it does look like this midline looked like it was actually the bottom of the channel at that point. So it looked like we got a spike in channel. And that could have been just the channel itself. I'm not too sure, but it looked like a two-tiered upward trend to me. Um, so anyway, you get this second entry. It is going into the highs too, so it's definitely aggressive. Um, there's probably some failed second entry shorts that I missed here. Let's see, I think first entry, second entry, first entry, second entry. You could look at that as a failed second entry short, but that's going right into the highs. I don't like that. First entry, failed second entry. This is congestive up here, so I didn't mark anything. That's very congested. And here, if you had this trend channel drawn, you might go along here. It's 8 tick bar, but it looks like it's at the bottom of congestion and it's off the trend channel. So you might think like that. Um, yeah, I didn't see anything I like too much. This is so I'm gonna mark this higher low right here. We're in a pretty strong trend. After this leg up, because we're above the overnight highs, prices bounced off the overnight highs. Probably got people picking tops here. I measured this leg up. I measured this leg up, put it right here. We didn't quite make that, so I think the measured move was just the overnight range. Um, yeah, we come up here. I don't like this. This is congestive, even though it's a higher low. Um, yeah, we get some, some downward movement. Prices don't make it to the top of the channel, and we're just overdue for a correction at this point. Um, this is actually a failed, or this is a failed second entry long right here. It looks like on my chart. And by the way, guys, you might just go long here just because it's like it looks like it's low risk. 3 ticks, and it's near the trend channel, so you might just go long here just for the heck of it. You get a first entry. Oh, it is a second entry long as well. So you know what? I'm about to mark that because low risk like that, and it's a first, second entry after this huge legs up. I like that. First and second entry. Okay, so that's actually just a first entry. This is a second entry short, but it looks slightly congestive. We finally get the trend channel break, leg down. Um, First failed second entry short right here. I don't know. I don't think I would go long here, but it looks like it's off the trend channel. So, and it is a failed second entry short. I'm wondering if, and it's a trap, so I am going to mark this. And this is probably like one of them advanced entries. That's just got so much in its favor. It's off the trend line. It's a failed second entry short, and it's trapping people people going short here who don't know that we just had a break of this trend channel, so we're expecting 2 legs up to a new high. Yeah, we get those 2 legs. It looks like first entry, another second entry short, or failed second entry short. Um, so that's failed second entry short. That's congestive though, so I'm gonna actually delete that. Here we get this move, and this would probably I'd be okay with people entering here because I had my congestion drawn here, and this is just an aggressive entry because look at that move down. We don't know that that's the end of that move, but it bounces perfectly off of this level of support that I drew. You do get a good move off that. And here, so this is just like a breakout of congestion. We made a triple top here, and then we get that breakout, and it's so close to the measured move. So if you have that measured move marked, then I wouldn't be I like these. I like these when it's like a measured move. And it's yeah, 1 tick short of the measured move. So anyway, you gotta just move back into congestion. You get some micro congestion here before we start trending down. And I do want to talk about this channel. Um, well, we'll talk about it in a few seconds. So here we got another low risk 4 tick bar. Is right at that support level. So I like taking those. And you would have gotten filled or your target reached. And we get this leg down. Probably should measure that. And yeah, that's a perfect measured leg right there. You see it bounce. But is there anywhere else? Let's see. That's okay. Yeah, that's perfect measured move too. Boom. And we get that second measured move. Here we get a first entry, or a second entry short off the trend channel, off of previous the range lows too. So that's a good entry. Definitely aggressive because that bar just closes. Yeah, so I should probably mark that as aggressive. I'm just gonna leave it, but I don't like the way that signal bar closes. And here we get another second entry. It just looks a little congested. That's why I marked it as aggressive. So here is what I wanted to talk about. We get this measured move, this measured leg down, and you get a trap here. And these are the type of traps that I was talking about earlier that I've been hyper aware of. I don't know if you have your trend channel drawn like me, which I think is correct. I don't think you can go long here because we haven't had like anything convincing enough. Like this is a break, but we've only got one leg down. Um, but if you had your channel drawn let's see, I don't know this, we get a break, one leg, two legs down. So you might expect a reversal here, and then you might say, okay, this is a trap, and you might say this is not the actual channel, this is. Um, so you can go long here, but I think the midline works out better in this channel. But there's multiple ways to see this stuff. And so we do get however, a failed second entry short here. And I like this trade. It's above the EMA. And yeah. And look, you get this kind of looks like a Mack actually touched on this point yesterday in his video. Look at this perfect touch off the previous trend channel. This actually looks like a second entry long, first entry, second entry. But I didn't want to mark that just because it looks like it's still within this channel, but it did work out. So something to think about. But yeah, that's what I saw today, and I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll be back next week.